I represent the suburbs of Chicago, and I have a district that I would argue is conflicted about mainland China as any district in the country. Of one mind, there are constituents of mine who look at mainland China and they say, there's 1 billion possible customers, I want to get into that marketplace, and I almost don't care anything other than that. Just get me into that marketplace. Now, for the sake of simplification, I'm collapsing this argument down. But they look at a very big market and they say, I want to get into it. I have other constituents who have a completely different view. They say we are being unfairly targeted by currency manipulators. They're running us down as it relates to particularly the tool and die manufacturing that has been the mainstay of the Chicago manufacturing base, and they are very, very frustrated. That's my constituency. Now, moving forward, I think that there's a great deal of reluctance on the part of the House leadership to put a bill that the Senate passed on the floor. It is perceived as a very dangerous game. And while there's a lot of concern about what the Chinese are doing, there's a greater concern that actually eclipses that, and that is the possibility of triggering a trade war when the U.S. economy is only growing. Goldman Sachs recently downgraded the growth to about 1.8% a year. So we're knocking on the doors of a double-dip recession, and what we ought not be doing, notwithstanding the great deal of frustration that we have towards mainland China, what we ought not be doing is walking to the precipice of a possible trade war. That doesn't serve anybody. But to say that there's tension, to say that there's ambiguity, and a great deal of anxiety about what China is doing is to describe it accurately. We're just not necessarily convinced that the remedy is to move forward on that basis. And I think it's a very, very tough situation that we're in right now.